We bought 490 saloon cars to turn them into our most iconic race cars that we remember when we were kids. With the Peugeot awaiting for the new engine to go in alongside with the Audi, they're looking good. But the Laguna and the Alfa, they need some work, but there is some big changes in this episode. Welcome to Piper Cams and Exhausts. For the last 60 years, they have been manufacturing performance camshafts, cam followers, pulleys and exhausts, bringing motorsport winning success to your pride and joy. Head to their website now for more information or follow them on their socials. Okay, so after one trip in the car and one trip in the pickup, we have got all of the tools in the workshop. I've got to put it all together, and meaning put it all together, unbox everything and then get all the drawers filled out, get the workbench put up and then put it in its side. But have a look at all of this. Massive, massive thank you to Neo Tools. They were at Jap Fest and they're showing everything on display, and the stuff that we have here, if you look at the cost of other tools like bigger competitors, they're a third of the price. So you have to go and double check all of this stuff to be able to see the cost that you'll save. And it is all approved by the Germans. And because the Germans have double checked it, verified it, approved it, you get a quality tool for a third of the price. You have to go and check the website. The website will be in the description below, but you got to check it out because the money you'll save and the quality of tool will be showing you throughout what we do now in the workshop with these tools. See how long they last, really graft them, and I tell you what, I can guarantee after seeing the tools that they create and then putting them through rigorous testing, if you're a tool person, have a look now because you may be swapping all your tools for the prices that you are getting these at. We are then going to put it down here. Now this thing may go, so we're going to see what happens with that. Obviously our sink's now working as well. I'll give you a bit of a show of that. Got a little cupboard, look, whee! Or the emergency pisser, whatever you want to call it. Lights will be getting sorted. Got something coming on that as well. That's coming soon. But yeah, this is the wall of tool is what this is, or the wall of Neo Tool, where we'll have all our tools set up. Obviously we've got our parts shelf sorted, so things like lights for the Laguna, rear piece there, the spare grille for the Peugeot, Audi stuff, splitter. Just while we're on that, give me 2 seconds. Come out here quick. Can you see anything? Bloody thing came off again, didn't it? Luckily, I have 2 front splitters, so that will be going on. I guess I'm just going to get this all unboxed, all put together and put in place, and then the tools are ready to go. We can start working on stuff, we can start filming more. And after a morning in the workshop, everything was put together and looking good.
Okay, so I'm back on the Alfa 155, and one of the first mods that most people do is an intake. So this is what the car sounds like standard. I'm saying standard because there should be some pipe work which runs along here, but apparently that's been removed because it already sounds a little bit better without the pipe in there. It's in the boot, it's been like that since I bought the car. So this is how it sounds standard, for argument's sake standard. So yeah, not too crabby. This is the system I'm going to go with. It is Carson Flyers, carbon fibre, and it carries an Italian flag, so it must be good, right? So I've measured this, it's roughly that. Bit of this, and it should work. The only thing is, me and Owen did look at this, and it looks like to get this box out, you have to remove the inner wing. Dan, who's holding the camera at the moment, believes he can get that out. And to be fair, Dan is a bloody good mechanic, so if he says he can get that out, he probably can. Failing that, we're going to go with option B, wheel off, out the wing, but let's see how we go on. Let's see if we can unlock some more horsepowers. The box is very ambitious. It shows an Audi TT. I think it's an RS. Or something like that, and it shows like 9 horsepower gain, just from this airbox alone.
Just from an airbox?
Just from an airbox, because that's the truth, right?
Yeah, obviously.
So let's see what it does to a lovely old Alfa Romeo. Thank you to Febby for this, but it is no longer needed. Still looking quite clean, because it's only done about 1,000 miles, so.
Stupid item.
So you've got this lip here, which is not doing you any favours. Yeah, and then down there, it cooks on this.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can see it quite good there, yeah.
Yes, I was wrong.
Well, I'm terrified because if you're wrong, what does that make us? A word you can't say on air.
Right.
Right, well, I suppose, yeah, exactly. Right, okay. 30 years of mud comes out.
Blue with cardboard on it.
What is that? Oh, no.
Possibly a number plate.
It is a number plate. More worryingly, why was that in there? Oh, that's easier, isn't it, Dan?
A lot easier.
Ta-da! Lovely work.
Like, if anybody can figure out where this number plate's from.
Yeah, that's weird, that. It's got
And if they still own the car.
SPUR on it. Spurs. Oh, no. So it turns out there was a reason why half a plate was in there, and the reason is, so yeah, it was to cover that. So that's why this was glued in there. And we actually thought that's quite a good idea. So I'm going to glue this back in. This comes with it. Yeah. That wasn't the sound. I have to put that to mouth. That was Dan's phone. Anyhow, that's going in the bin. Going in the bin. In the bin. But check this out, look. Ooh. Carbon fibres. And, as I've just read there, what's that sound? Airflow side, there we go. So the BMC is going to point down. So that sits in there, something like that. Since you last saw us, it turns out we do need this guy. It's so snug in here, there's really not a lot of tolerance room here. Anything we can find on the shelf, what, a 90 was it?
Yeah, 90s, 45s.
90s or 45s, it's just not happening. So what my plan is, to get something rigged up using this, because it's so malleable, you can just put that to any form. Get that roughly how I want it, then I'm gonna go to our good friend's Piper, and I'm gonna try to get a hard pipe made from this here, including this sensor, and then bringing it back down here for the intake to sit in there. So that's sort of what we're working with. Only motor addicts could take an item that's carbon fibre and destroy it in installation. So that is the install. Super Dan has managed to mount it off of here, and you can see it's just, I mean, it's a centimetre clearance there. And we thought we might have to take some of this out for it to sit low enough. But luckily there's a bit of give on this, and I think there's plenty of room underneath it, so we've got a way there. As I say, this is really just a mock-up, because I want this to be a hard pipe. That's a big aster. That's a bend there, then another bend there, isn't it? But yeah, it's cool. We'll do a sound test. From where I was stood, it sounded about the same. It's still got a bit of blah blah kind of intake, hasn't it? But what I will do is I will do a road test, so you can hear it under load, because it might sound different under load.
Now it's time to transform the Renault Laguna. So join us at the workshop where I explain what needs to be done. Hot, isn't it, Nick?
Having deja vu.
Deja vu here. It's really hot, but it's time to get the Laguna sorted. Now the Laguna is here, but there's a bit of a notice. There's no electric in the building because I think the electric's gone out. So we're gonna do it anyway. But it's time to convert this Renault Laguna from a phase 2 to a phase 1. So we're making the car look older. And there's a few things we have to change. 1 is the grille, 2 is the bumper to get it down to the menu car, which also has its own issues. If I pop this down, you'll probably remember I have to pull these things to open the bonnet. Got a fix for that as well. Walk around to the back. At the back, spoiler needs to come off. The spoiler needs to come off because it's only 2 bits here and a big spoiler. Haven't got that yet. It's an 8-week waiting list, so we'll be going to that at some point, but we need to get it wrapped. So we need to get all of the parts on. Now, also on the phase 1, these are different. So these lights are different. Need to change them. I ordered new ones, which were supposed to be the old ones, that turned up to be brand new ones of these. So that was also pointless. But what we have is the replacement parts. We have a grille. We have a bumper, which I'll come back to in a minute. We have the rear lights, which are the correct ones, as you can see there. The difference. But that does need painting because it was a gloss black on the back, which brings me over to here. I'm gonna do a home paint job. Now, the last time I've done 2 home paint jobs, they've both gone terribly wrong. Peugeot bumpers and the
Actually, I'm going to correct. I don't think they're that bad on the Peugeot.
Okay. Well, Peugeot bumpers, I think's awful. He thinks it's good, all right.
It's a race car. For a race car,
It's a race car, but it's not going to stay that colour anyway. It's a base to wrap on. But the Audi was awful. I've done the back bit. I ruined that quite badly.
Yeah.
All I've learned with painting is be patient.
And in prep, it's all in the prep.
Well, prep and patience.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I'm here now, I want to get it done and I want to go. So you touch stuff too early and it just ruins the whole thing. Bonnet problem. The correct pins that they had in period. I've got an abrasive pad. I have plastic primer because we're painting plastic. Black gloss because it's going black gloss, and we're going to lacquer the hell out of it. Problem with the front bumper. Follow me. Oh, and by the way, there's the rear lights. Again, if I grab one, you can see the differences.
It's like tint, yeah.
I'm just hoping all of this fits because it's not particularly cheap because you can't find the stuff. These are actually 2 brand new lights, so that's fine. I did order a brand new one of them, but it weren't one of them, it was one of them. The wrong one's incredible.
Mint.
Look at that. Brand new. Bumper issue. Almighty famous Laguna front splitter. Everyone used to have these on their cars, and I thought, I'm gonna have that, take that off and get my money back by selling that. No, I won't. As you can see here, it is all one piece. It's not a removable front splitter. Anyway, as you may have seen again on the bumper on the original car, it's not flat. It comes down at an angle with a bigger mouth. So it comes here, comes down there, goes across there, comes back up, and then goes into that corner. Not me, because I'll get it wrong, especially if it's cutting things and making sure measurements are right. I'm not good at that, so I need somebody to simply do it. But that's the problem with the front bumper, so I'm gonna have to ruin the front splitter, but use the front splitter as well to make that open mouth. The job for now is get off this rear spoiler, because the rear spoiler's got to come off. Yeah. Take that off, make sure it fits. As long as it fits, I'm gonna paint that. Right, let's crack on. Now, for an old car, and it being a Renault, you'd think it would only have a few bolts, but you would be wrong. But at least now we can see if the old lights line up. Do you reckon, Nick?
I think it's going to fit. They didn't change the boot that much today.
No, it is that I may have to get off.
Take out, yeah.
Well, I think we are going to have to take it out. Now we can either butcher.
I lean less towards that considering how hard things are to find. Do we not just take out that plunger?
That's that whole unit.
Just
there.
take that out.
I want to be able. I want to be able to open the boot again.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Okay. All right. Give me the digger, because this could potentially go wrong. Because this is old French brittle shit. Oh, this is brittle. Right. Hold that. You're gonna have to take the whole thing. Did you have garlic last night?
That's you.
Hey, mate, you ain't had garlic.
I need garlic.
I had racetrack food, mate.
Oh, smash bread on the corner of that.
What dread, bud?
Chicken Caesar wrap for lunch.
Oh, anchovy.
Oh, yeah, the paste, yeah. The Caesar sauce. He's found out, ladies and gentlemen, that Caesar sauce has got anchovies in it.
Yeah, so I've now gone off Caesar salads.
Yeah, I have a Caesar salad wrap.
Or I have a Caesar salad, but I want ranch sauce now, not, you know, like Caesar sauce. 'Cause it's got, who puts anchovies in on chicken? Bit beyond me.
But you didn't taste it until you knew it was in there.
Oh, no,
I've
been eating it for years, but what a disgusting thing to do.
If you don't care the taste, it doesn't matter, does it?
Well, I now care. Right, here we go. Of course.
Do you need that bit?
Probably, but that's attached to that bit as well. Okay, let's see if this fits in place. I will probably clean that before I put it back in, because this car's not particularly the most rust-free car in the world. It fits. But
yeah.
So we now have an older looking Laguna. But I need to paint it. I started grading down on the Scotch pads and then got to work with the plastic primer. Probably done about 4 coats before we started with the black, which was coming out alright, and then I just threw a load of lacquer on it. So I have painted, plastic primered, paint, lacquered. It's not perfect, but it's enough. It's an old car, so here it is. Ooh.
It's got a bit of shine to it, hasn't it? It's all right.
It's got shine to it. May need flat polish, but again, who cares? Let's get this in there quick. No.
Are you going to peel it?
We're going to peel it.
God, see how good my masking was.
Oh, Nick.
What?
Oh, Nick.
I said we need masking tape.
Oh, Nick.
I said we need masking tape,
Oh.
and you went, well, we've got duct tape.
Oh, Nick. We were so close. But yet, so very, very far.
You just need a bit of elbow grease. That one's come. It was coming off. It's where it's got hot.
Yeah, oh, is it?
Yeah. Like your ankles.
Yeah, my ankles are swollen up, people, while we're here. Why is it? Look, it's all fucking stuck to my hands, Nick. This is also the other thing. If we had like glue remover, we'd probably be alright. Let's wait for this to totally ruin it. Oh, look at it. Just look at it. Oh, God.
I'm actually going to piss. Hang on, you've left half it behind.
Yeah, what? I know I've left half of it behind. Oh, Nick. It's the way it just slides off. Look at it. Oh. Stuck to me hand. Look, ain't coming off.
This will be better this side. I can feel it.
No, it ain't, because this was nearer the door. Oh, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Look at. Oh, look. Oh, Nick.
If you're doing this at home, like Spider-Man.
Oh, mate, that's going to be a fucking nightmare to get off. Minus the white.
And it's a good enough job because you can actually see our reflections in it.
Yeah.
So.
And then I found out another problem while I was in the middle of. I thought, you know what? I'll have a look, make sure everything's all right. On the back of these, you've got these little plastic bits that go into there. That screw in tight, yeah? Come from factory, that. Look at that.
Right.
So you think, well, that's going to come with the new lights.
With these.
So now I've got to find tiny little fucking bolts to get in
Instead
there.
of them. That's what we're talking about, right? Those two.
Yeah, so I've got to find tiny little bolts to go in them to put the light in. Another mission that we'll add to the list, because this car has got to be done by the 10th. And the car will probably be wrapped next week or the week after. The next day we went off to film the real Honda Accord British touring car and the Alfa 155, which after seeing the Alfa in such good condition, it spurred Nick on to get his sorted.
Okay, as you can see, we're out at our film location. You would have heard the intake since we've done that. It's now been a few days, but I think you can agree it sounds absolutely epic. I do want to make that into a hard pipe, but for the moment, that will do. Because today, Stuart, today is a good day. Today, the sun is shining, it's lovely an April day, and as you can see, I've got some stuff on the floor. This is the BTCC front splitter, which me and you took a look at with a certain car. They might not have seen that yet, so watch this space. It's about to go to Sheer Speed Customs over at Hayes' place. He's done a load of projects for us now. He's done the Datsun, he did the Audi, he did the prep work for the Celica, so it's always in safe hands. He always cares about the cars, which is what we love. So yeah, as you can see, the car from where you're seeing it probably doesn't look too bad, but Stu, let's be honest, it wears 180,000 miles, doesn't it? It does. And the worst of it's probably on the bonnet. It looks like it's been through an asteroid storm. Yeah, so unfortunately, where this plastic joins the metal is a bit of a damp trap, and yeah, it just rots out there. But I've been on the interwebs, and after about 10 minutes, I started looking for stuff that I actually need, and I've bought new old stock of these. I've bought, Stuart, if you join me down here, I've got new wing mirror covers, because these are very hard to find, because these are all scratched and damaged, although Hayes said he might be able to save them. I've got new C-pillars, so these are alley, and as you can see, these have all gone a bit scabby, a bit nasty. Luckily, we took off the side skirts, because Hayes wanted to see what the seals were like, and I got lucky. Let's be honest, they're not mint, but for 180,000 miles on an Italian car, they might as well be out the factory. The only thing I've got is a little bit here, just starting to come through, but Hayes said he could treat that because it's not gone too far, just a bit of surface. And then to the back of the car. This has always been a bit of this thing for me. This spoiler is very similar to the UK spec Celica spoiler. I just think it's a bit wet, isn't it? It just looks a bit sorry for itself. And I've never liked it, and I think it doesn't do the back of the car any justice. So that's where this comes in. This, talking to Celica, this is a bit like the Celica, isn't it? Underneath the wrap.
Cutler, yeah.
Yeah, it's multiple fades of red, but these are really hard to find, and they're bloody heavy, aren't they? These are a bit like the old Sierra Cozzi stuff and the Granada stuff, where it's like foam filled with a bit of like a kind of fiberglass cover. And in here, very special things. I'll just give you a quick, because I have unwrapped them. What these do essentially is go in between this part here where it mounts to the boot, and then they become the part you mount to the boot. So you end up with taking it up a little bit, well actually quite a bit. Look. They're just made out of metal. These aren't from the 90s, I must specify that. These are reproduction ones, but it's quite cool that you get different settings. You can have it, so you can have it with a bit of rake on it, or you can have it flat. This will obviously be body coloured, and then, yeah, I thought it was a middle support, but it's not, that's a side support, so that will go in there. So that's all really exciting, because that's really hard to find. And someone actually commented saying, good luck finding one of them. And we were like, huh, it's in our office, bro. So yeah, we've got that to go on. The black, so I ummed and ahed over this. This is factory. I don't particularly like it. I think it ages the car quite a lot. So Hayes has said he could paint these body coloured. So comment below, should I get them painted the same colour as the car, or just freshened up so they're sort of a satin black as opposed to glass? Maybe that's all we need to know. Inside I've not done much, pretty much as is. It's been, I've had what, 3,500 miles out of it, and this has been really good, actually. I've really enjoyed my time with her. But now it's time to freshen her up. Oh, look at this as well, look. This is classic Alfa Romeo. So this is for a phase 2. This is for phase 1. They obviously didn't have a phase 2 wing, so they've put a cap or a blanking plate, and then that. This is the phase 2 car, but it's first of the phase 2. So it's August 95, and that's the first year they came out in the phase 2, which means you get a nicer grille. The phase 1s, it's like these slats that sit on the front, but the phase 2 sit back with a honeycomb, which I much prefer, even though mine's got a bullet hole in it. But I've got a new one of those, and I had it wrapped by Mr. Lippett, Wraprose, of course, and he wrapped this in matte black. So, because that seems weird, doesn't it, having the only silver on it. There's no silver on the car at all, no chrome trim, but just that. I think it's a bit of heritage, but they did do them body coloured when you spec'd the car in the Silverstone edition, so I'm going to do that in gloss black. And that's about it. We got a lot of miles to do. We've got to get over to Hayes'.
Now back at the workshop, even though we load the torsion bar, there's still no shocks in the back, but we have now just had a delivery. So we are back in the unit. Finally, we can talk about it as we've now got things going. A massive thank you to Aaron at National Lighting Leeds, who sent us through new lights to stop the flickering. So yeah, massive thank you to him. We'll put his details below so you can go and find him. He really sorted us out with that. Today is the Laguna. Now, with special thank you to GAZ Coilovers, because they have created, which they said was a very hard thing to do, because the suspension on the Laguna is a little bit difficult. And obviously they didn't make the suspension on Laguna, but they've had to doctor the shocks, but make the springs shorter and try and figure out how that's gonna mount at the top. So it has been a bit of a difficult task, but again, they've come through perfectly. So we are gonna be putting them on the car. So that's gonna go in that way. One bolt through there, one bolt through the top, and that's us done. And then that's your adjustment. Obviously, I won't know until the front. I'm not going to adjust it until the front's on. This car is going to be for road use at the moment until throttle bodies and stuff like that go on. Luckily, we done the torsion bar at the workshop before, which eased the bolts out a little bit, which made it a lot easier going back together. I thought we'd cut to this because it is in its final position. It's lower, isn't it?
Can we cut to the bit where you went, I don't care how low it is?
You know what? Push down on that. It's lower now. It's even lower. It's not even like hit a bump yet. Now let go of it. Take all pressure off. Look at that. The rim.
That's what I mean. It's very.
It's just.
But that's what you were saying you wanted, son.
Well, you know what? It's because I said I wanted it. I'm dealing with it. But what I'm not going to do, because you can't buy them, is buy a front splitter for 400 quid. I'm making one that looks similar with plyboard or something.
It's going to take a beating.
It's because it's going to take a beating. Then I've done exactly the same on the other side at the rear, but now we get to start on the front. Even though it was just 2 bolts at the bottom and 3 little bolts, the suspension is out. So let's show you the difference between the 2 suspension struts and everything else. As you can probably see there, the size difference, if I go head to head, it's a little bit shorter. The biggest problem that we have is obviously it needs to fit a smaller spring. Now we need to get a top mount to fit, which is the difficult part. So with this, I had to make the holes bigger to accommodate the new top mounts, as they were the biggest ones that we could get. But once I've done that, the 2 bolts at the bottom and put the wheel back on. Let's see how low it sits. Well, the one front shock is on. A lot of modification needed to be done to the top mount. I'm not going to show you because it's a bit embarrassing. I'm going to have to get a bracket to make it look a little bit better. Other than that, the first shock is on. I'm about to let it down, so we'll be able to see how low it sits. It's not on its lowest setting, but it's not far off because obviously it needs to sort of match the back. So here we go. I'm going to show you how low it goes. Here we go. The jack is about to release whatever this looks like. Ooh, it's going, it's going, it's still going. Okay, I may go down. I don't really want to go much lower because obviously at the back it is sitting like that. The front is sitting like that. There probably is room for a bit more. Ideally want to drive it and see if it goes down any lower. If not, we have got a few more turns at the bottom to go a little bit lower, but bear in mind the other side is still as high as possible. What I'll do is I'm going to crack on with the other one. I'm not going to bore you with that, but once it's all done, then we may have a look at adjustment.
Right, we are back at Shearsby Customs. It's been about 2 weeks since we dropped the car off. Hayes gave me a call and said, you've got to come up here. I've made some progress and yeah, you might want to see this. So I'm super excited. It's in the booth at the moment. We've seen the bumpers. The bumpers are over there getting worked on. But here we are, and here's the man himself. How you doing, Hayes? You good?
You all right, mate? All good
to see you. Yeah. So you've made some progress with the car.
Yeah.
Has it been the typical Italian horror story underneath?
No, this one has been considerably square, solid. Yeah, a winner really.
Good
I think
to
you've
know.
got a good one.
Okay. So it was well worth the money. That's good to know.
We'll wait for the engine to go.
Well, yeah, we'll wait for something else to go wrong. But so the idea is there was a lot of damage, paint damage on the front, wasn't there? So it had a bit of mileage, and it wore that mainly on the front bumper and bonnet.
Yeah, lots of little stone chips on the bonnet. So what we've done, if you come down and have a look, we've primed it, and to sort of take out the worst of it, if you like, we've painted it for the first shot. We've now prepped it again and we're ready now for the second coat. So
Mate.
hopefully.
I'm so excited. I mean, it's a car that's been looked after to a degree, but it's always been used.
Yeah.
And even when I bought it, the guy I bought it from was like, look, it's not a show pony, but she's a good car. It's got good fundamentals. And now I'm finally going to give it a bit of love. So I'm really excited. How was it? I can see a bit of primer on top. I noticed that was starting to rust a little bit.
Just along the top of the bubba. We've unclipped it. We was going to take it out. But as your man's going to put a new screen in it, I'm just going to let him do the whole job.
Okay, cool.
We thought that way. We've got something nice to mask to.
Yeah.
It's well back from where the edge of the rubber's going to clip in anyway,
Okay,
so
cool.
there's not going to be any issues there for him.
Cool.
So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to shooting this one, especially gloss black.
Yeah, and you were saying we're doing a 2-pack, can't we?
Two-pack solid.
Slightly harder to work with, or?
It is harder to work with. Yeah, mate, anything's a challenge in it. I love a challenge, and yeah, it's not scaring me. Cool. If we have a panel that lights up a little bit, we go back and have another go. Cool. That's really why we did the front. It was a tester and a prover to see what we was going to get. This morning it was a shame to flat it back off because it was beautiful.
Oh, was it good? Was it good?
Yeah, lovely, shiny.
Nice.
But it makes the job. That's your mantelpiece, and we want it right for you. So. Cool.
And we've also got some nice British touring car bits to put on it. Yeah. So you can have some fun with that.
Yeah.
And then what? In a couple of weeks we'll come back up.
Hopefully 2 weeks. Yeah. I can't see there being any dramas now. We've done the worst of it. The bumpers are in primer. They're ready to go. Just want to get the main body done, and then once the body's done, do the little bits, and we can start fitting everything on, ready for the polish. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see the final video of you unveiling. So,
yes, yeah. And we've got something quite special lined up for that, so watch this space. But yeah, for now, thank you so much.
Brilliant.
I appreciate your hard work, and we'll check out in a couple of weeks.
So because the Alfa's having a visual change, I called in Paul from Wraprose, who done the Audi, to have a go at the Laguna. The first bit of colour, because Mr. Lippet is here, Wraprose, to help us get the colour done. So the roof is done, and we've got the blue over there, so roof, and then the blue is hiding in there. So not only is it getting its lows and its new rear lights, which are obviously not in because we're going to wrap it, but the new rear lights are there. That's going to go on. Look how low it is. Proper low. We're obviously going with the menu livery, blue and yellow, and it's going to be a bit of a task. The plan is now to get the car wrapped. Whether we film it all, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to try and get the car liveried up, bumpered up, lighted up, minus spoiler and splitter, but that's neither here or there. But it's going to look bloody wicked. I'm getting excited about this now. So while Paul carries on with the wrap and I get the old parts onto the car, Nick has made his way to the home of Motorsport.
And of course, that place is Silverstone. Not just Silverstone though, Gaston Track. But why Silverstone? Well, here is the Alfa Romeo. This is a British touring car edition spec. So we've got the splitter on there and we've got the adjustable spoiler. I wanted the car done. Hayes did an amazing job of getting it ready. But yeah, they built 2,500 of these cars to homologate them to go racing. And this is kind of a Silverstone edition plus. We've got the wide arch body, so that came on the 95 car, but the 94 one, 2,500 cars to homologate the fact they could go racing, called the Silverstone edition. So, what's happened since you last saw it? Well, the entire front end, we've got this fantastic British touring car splitter. These headlights come all the way from a guy in Italy. It was a bit of a back and forth to get them made because he spoke no English, I speak no Italian other than grazie, which is what I was very thankful for because these lights were originally run on the British touring car, and as you can see, they freshen up the face of it massively. Hayes is also body coloured all of the trim, which looks absolutely amazing. And heading around the back, if my camera person today, my wife behind camera will follow me, the door mirror has been body coloured, the side skirts have been body coloured, all the bumpers have been body coloured, but look at the wang, everyone. Fully adjustable. Now this is what got Alfa Romeo in trouble when they were doing the touring cars in '94, because this wasn't assembled like this when it came to the customer. These pieces here were put in the boot and then the customer raised it up. Along with the front splitter that I mentioned, that was pushed forward for further aero. This is in the reduced position, which is how they sold it to the customers. So there you go, a lot of hard work's gone into this. Thank you to Hayes at Shearsby Customs. Make sure you find them on Instagram. Lepson's for doing the wheels, of course. They look absolutely amazing. And anyone else who's helped with the builds thus far. It's getting quite noisy. The track's now live. That's about it. The Silverstone Edition Plus Alpha isn't going anywhere. We're going to do a bit more with it. But right now, I thought it's just come out of paint. Where better to show it off than here?
Meanwhile, I have unveiled all of the changes to both of the Audi and the Peugeot at Liddon Hill. And that's going to be no different for the Laguna. This is 98% done, I'm going to go with, because we don't have a Renault across the front. We don't have the right bumper. We weren't going to cut it up because we wanted to try and get it together as quick as we can, but I do like the Laguna front splitter, old school. The other things that we haven't quite got done yet is that we are missing this at the back, but it does say Laguna, so we run out of time. I didn't go to bed till about 2 o'clock, 2:30 last night, so there's that. We've got Paul Lippett and Wraprose, which is going to go on there because he's done an amazing job. Gave up 5 days worth of work to come and help. Other than that, it is missing a wang though. It needs the wang as quick as possible. And I'm going to have to somehow fix that front bumper so we can get the front bumper done, make it look the proper part. Other than that, I'm well happy with it. Apart from, I forgot that it overheats a little. I forgot that because it's been off the road for so long, I didn't realise. I'm not sure if the fan's kicking in or thermostat's shut. Also, this morning we spent a little bit of time. Actually, I want to know the audience. The wheels are blue, but do I keep them that blue or do I have to change them? It's whatever you guys think, so we'll have a vote in below whether to change the colour of the wheels or keep the colour of the wheels. The bonnet pins, which that one's a bit mucked up because I buggered it. And we did decide to wrap the sunroof yellow with the Renault badge over the top, and I mucked that up as well because it is not in line, but the window is functional and still works. If you did enjoy this touring car video, we are going to have a lot more coming up. We've now got things moving a little bit quicker, a little bit nicer, but there is one more car that we haven't seen in a while. The Peugeot is now safely in the workshop where we're going to get some work done on that as well, but the Audi's not here. The Audi's going up for sale, so we have to sacrifice one, and with that being diesel and not sounding like what this one does, that is the one that we're probably going to have to move on because that is the most cost that I would have to spend on one to get it to a petrol and make it the part. So it is going up for sale. If any of you guys are interested and it hasn't already sold, then you're more than welcome to send me an offer, and we'll talk about it from there. But other than that, Nick,
Thank you
well
to
done. Thank you to Lyddon, thank you to Wraprose, Paul, and we'll see you in the next video. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It's free. It's not too bad. Just do it.